I'm gonna have everything in every shop. No brown paper and twine.
All right.
What, in the bowling alley? Actually, the last time we were here, it was at the front desk, because we had gotten into a conversation about there was no trophies or anything to wrap. But that might have just been on the fly.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, well, they only have the brown paper and twine stuff in shops that sell stuff. They don't sell anything here, so I could have been high.
Yeah, probably.
All right, how about we cover you, Gus? Do you want to do your wall weak spot check in this building, and we can pose Hank and Skip in a interesting position with the vacuum?
Worst picky ever.
Yeah, we could tie up Mr. Hanks and Skip with the cord.
Sure, give me your knot tie roll.
Rigging. I got rigging skill.
Rigging?
Tie some, for like tying knots and stuff.
What the fuck is rigging? Hold on,
For
let me look
tying,
at definition.
tying knots. Maybe
Yeah, ropes, pulleys, that kind of thing. Lift equipment.
Motherfucker. Ooh. Usually usually that deals with ships, airships, biplanes, hang glider, and parachute is why I was confused by it.
that's why I put it in there. I'm
if you want,
I have rope making skill, and I took that as like working with rope and tying knots and shit.
Rope making is
You can make it, but you don't know how to use it.
For rope making, you could actually clump rope making under general survival, because making rope is a good survival thing.
That's why I took it. I was trying to think of real basic kind of engineering, like what, you could drop me off and I could make things out of different stuff. So that was because last time I took textile engineering, that was the idea. But then you said, well, no, that would be more for making the machines. So I just switched a couple of skills.
Okay.
So that was one I took, was the idea that I could make rope out of stuff, and then another one because I also had the ability to use sailboats and stuff. So I figured using knots and ropes.
You could use rigging to try to tie normal knots, but you would mainly shine with rigging if you're on like a 16th century ship.
So you're saying that I could just use general survival, which I also have, to make rope.
To make rope, but
so would it make more sense for me to reassign those points to something else? Is that what you were saying? Or?
You could, but if you have a more specialized skill, like if you have the make rope skill, you could make better rope. Even if the skills were the same, it was 60% in survival, 60% make rope, your shit's going to be much higher quality than the guy using survival to make rope. Your rope could possibly go to the market, whereas a survival rope, nobody's going to use that unless they're in a life or death situation.
Okay.
So the more specialized your skill is, the less useful it is overall.
I like the idea of having it specialized because I can combine the rope with my other skills to make primitive equipment to move things and shit like that.
Okay.
That was the idea, because I've also got stone masonry, so I can make primitive machinery if I need to. That's the idea. So I'll keep rope making. I've got that at 30, and then I've got general survival at 50. So I guess that's kind of where I was going with that.
Okay.
And you get on me for wanting things custom made.
Yeah.
I can make rope. I can make stone tools. I can make this origami, a hat, a brooch.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me your rigging roll then. You're going to be using a lot of seamen's knots and shit all the time, because seamen, in case Vince doesn't know, have more fucking knots than anybody else, and Gus knows none of them. So he drapes
around them a couple times, and I stand there looking proudly.
Yeah,
come on,
are you a sailor?
Tick tock.
He drapes the cord artfully around them and tries to make it look as erotic as possible.
They are not going anywhere.
All right, so
The other thing is tie their shoelaces.
Well, also keep in mind that if you picked up, I forget what that Japanese bondage thing is called, but if you pick that up, that's a very different. If you ever wanted to fucking make it so somebody isn't going anywhere, if you pick up that skill, like Ongiri or whatever the fuck it's called, and tie them up with that, then there'll be some explaining to do if somebody else. You're saying that a criminal tied you up like this. Really? I see. And yeah. Anything else happen?
The criminal took your pants off too, huh? All right. So the next one I was looking for in the courthouse, you'll remember last time.
Yes.
There was a wall that we found that looked different than the other walls.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking at the exterior walls of the bowling alley. I'm going around looking for something similar to that.
Give me either feel, listen, or architecture. Or some air skill that makes sense, and then I'll give you a result based on the air skill you use. Like, if you use rigging, I'll be like, there's no good knots on any of these fucking walls.
Go around knocking on things.
Yeah. It doesn't go.
Hello.
He's knocking on the walls. You guys are watching him.
Yep. All right. Keep an eye out. Yes.
Is there I look
manager
around. Is there like
stirs
a door
slightly.
to maybe like a back room, like for operating the machines? For
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
There's one, but you do notice the manager is stirring slightly.
Yep. Let's roll.
I hit him on the back of the head just for a little bit.
Sure. Would you like to do half damage?
Why not full?
Okay, cool. Well, he's immobile, and he is. Go ahead and let's see, immobile, and definitely by surprise. So 4 bumps up would be let's see, D6, D8, D10, D12, D6 plus. Roll D6 plus a D8 on him, assuming you can first hit him with a plus 30. So D6 and D8.
All right, let's go. The cops
11,
are coming
22.
across the street now, buddy.
You just see blood coming out of his head, and one of his eyes is like partially open and fucking glazed. Give me a sanity roll as you think you just killed this asshole.
I promise I didn't hit him that hard.
Oh, okay. You make promises. Take 1 point toward cold-blooded killing and reduce your sanity by 1 point. He is no longer going to be an issue.
Let's roll, Gus. Let's roll. Vacuum, Doc. Use the vacuum.
As his murderous rampage begins. I mean, you got to do a lot of damage to somebody to kill him with a fucking club in this game, but, 22 is enough to kill this normal mook.
I didn't think I was gonna kill him. I'm just a little
You
flimsy.
said full damage. If you'd said half damage or just fucking
Doc.
tap him,
Doc. All right. Secure, contain, protect. Not murder, rape, hobo. Okay?
I didn't know hobo was a status. My God.
Yeah, we get out of there before the cops come to go put them in the dumpster.
Yeah. I know what you.
All right, you guys exit out the back door. As you're going out, you hear dook, 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 and then he on the door. Dook, dook. Oh, hello at last. Back door, shit. All right, you guys hurry off. Vacuum's still whining away.
Yeah, Doc, we forgot to tell you we were going to try to go like no kill on this one.
All right, my bad. It's an honest mistake to accidentally hit somebody a little too hard.
In your mind, you're thinking that a club with spikes on it would do it faster and more efficiently.
I wonder if I can get a taser on the end of it.
Spikes and the taser both together.
I would still like to hit the library. Doc wants to hit the librarian, and I know
Quite literally.
That was your sock hop date.
Yeah, do you want to bring
The
your
librarian. She was
update some flowers? Do you want to get flowers to give to the librarian? See if she remembers you.
All right.
Hey, Gus. While we're walking there, why don't you take a look? Remember we talked about looking for like power lines, phone wires, stuff like that.
Yeah, are there any signs of like telephone poles, wires, things like that?
No,
Um,
not even one.
and as we're arriving to the flower shop, which is still there,
Yeah,
not burned down.
Weird.
I kind of walk around the side and look at the back. I'm looking for any kind of service box because I remember seeing a phone in the flower shop. I'm curious, like, is there any kind of service to this building?
no.
And just to be sure, I think this is the only place we've seen a phone yet.
So far, yes.
Okay. And we've really only been in places on Main Street so far anyway. Okay, I walk back around the front. I'll kind of relay that to Hunter while Vince is doing his thing.
Let me see if I can find the phone picture.
Yeah. Hey, Doc, before you tap dance and burn the place down, let me ask her a question. So let's head into the flower shop together and just get and I'll tee it off to you, right, buddy?
Burn the place down.
God.
You're gonna burn the place down again?
I don't know. My tap dancing moves are so fire that it yeah, we don't talk about it.
We were clearly just talking about it.
No, don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Man, it was a lot easier to find a picture of the phone than I thought it would be. And I think that I can say without fear of contradiction, it is the dumbest looking phone you've ever seen in your life. Let's see. Well, okay, there may be dumber out there.
I've seen dumb phone.
Let's see. I will go ahead and put that up so because you guys were able to see it, and I will. There you go.
All right, that's the dumbest phone I've seen.
Oh, that's
It looks like an older version of Doc Zachary too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does.
I think
like
that's
one
a
of those
building
old-
block.
Renegade Lego.
old school bicycles on his little
Yeah.
button.
Oh yeah, ignore that part, but check out the phone. Yeah. Oh yeah, the yes, it'll all make more sense later.
That's a building block. Just saying.
So anyway, that's what the phone is, and they're fucking huge, and it doesn't seem to have a cord. It's just
Oh, okay. There's no cord on it.
Yeah. See, no cord. Look, no cord. As the players peer at the picture, wonder what the fuck is going on. Good. See enough of it?
Yes.
Okay. I will add that to my stock photos of fucking Burlington. There's a place for it. Oh wait, no. Okay, so Vince goes in to burn down the place and tap dance is what I'd heard?
Yes, but I went with him because I wanted to ask Irene a question.
I figured it's because you were trying to save her life, because he has gotten a bit murderous lately.
Yes.
It was an accident. Before entering, I obviously wipe off the bloody cane. Before I...
You know,
Not obvious.
Before.
That's one of the weird things about blood and wood is it kind of soaks in unless the wood's painted, which this isn't. So it definitely looks like it's been out murdering lately. Like you.
It's decorational.
Plus, there's a couple of little blood splatters on you and shit that you've just now noticed, and you're like, okay.
Happy Friday, Irene. Aren't
Happy
you
Friday,
looking beautiful today?
Oh, I thank you.
I have a question for you.
Yes?
What is your telephone number? I point to the phone.
Oh, I don't have one.
Oh, that is a telephone, right? I look at it.
She says.
I pick up the telephone.
She looks at you and goes, oh, you shouldn't touch that.
Oh, might put it back down. Why is that? Why shouldn't I touch that?
Touch what?
That. I point to the telephone.
Jesus.
I pick it up.
Oh, you shouldn't touch that. Oh, you listen at it. Excellent. You hear a male voice say, status.
Commander, this is Agent Hunter. We are still in the process of securing. Await further orders.
Acknowledge.
I hang it up. Excellent. I have now found a communication device to get to the command. All right. I look pleased at myself and step outside and pose in the sunlight.
There you go.
All right.
Good news, Gus. Made contact with command.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
They are in the flower shop? Do they have rice? I wonder.
Happy Friday, says Irene.
Happy Friday. I look around confused. I don't see anybody else from the sheep.
No sheep here. If there were, they'd probably graze on the flowers. Good.
I step out and look around. Where are the people from the place?
Which place, I ask?
The people from the place that you talked to.
I don't know. I talked to him on the telephone.
Oh,
And
on
you
the
didn't get the
telephone.
location?
They asked for status, and so I told them the status, and now I'm
What these-
waiting for the
what
fire
these-
department.
You're waiting for the fire department?
Yes, this shouldn't take long.
That's
I
Did they,
didn't
did
do
they
anything
clarify?
wrong.
Did they clarify what our mission was? I look around conspiratorially.
Guy walks
No, I
by.
don't.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
There's a lot of people there always wandering around with hats on for some reason.
We are going to look foolish if we forget what the order was when we talked to the captain.
I said we're still trying to secure the location.
Contain.
Yes.
We must
Secure.
contain. Yes, it's right.
Contain, brain, deny.
You're Japan. Perfect.
I don't think the doctor's working his magic on her.
We must contain the site before the doctor starts to do. I look at him. Any more autopsies? I look around.
We don't like to
Yeah.
use that word.
What's that about an autopsy?
Unfortunately,
You
you
wait
only
for
know
it.
one place for the autopsy tools.
Let's see. We got a billy club. We got a cane. We can make it
Right, so-
work.
So you got your? Did you get your flowers?
Oh no! I walk in.
Happy Friday, she says.
Happy Friday.
There's a big, stupid looking phone sitting over there. It's kind of out of the way, but it's red, so it definitely stands out.
Sunflowers.
Sunflowers? She
Yes.
goes, sunflower. She shows you some. She's a rather ditzy lady, you think. She puts together some sunflowers, and she says, "Are you staying at the bed and breakfast?
Yes.
Would you like me to charge this to there?"
Yes, please.
She gives you a bunch of sunflowers.
Before I leave, I say Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, she responds.
I leave.
He comes out with flowers. Sunflowers.
You did it.
I didn't burn it down.
Excellent. Shall we head to the library?
Yep.
You guys head over
There it is.
to the library, which looks a lot like this. And there's what the librarian lady looks like. And yep.
All right, Doc, I got a secret mission for you.
Dun, 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 dun.
As you're schmoozing and romancing in there, you're kind of nerdy. Can you see if you could find anything out about this? Yeah, I saw that.
That was intentional. I was thinking.
Can you see if you could find anything on this ring that we got out of the A&W machine? It's called research. Look into it.
All right. And how does asking a librarian about jewelry help?
They have these things in the library called books, and maybe there's some books on the town. Maybe you can find something there. Maybe it's some historical importance here.
The ring is clearly the artifact that came out of the pinballs machine.
Yeah.
All right.
And it was still with him after we go through the nighttime.
Is there a picture of the ring or?
I hold it up.
Yes, here's what the ring looks like. It is possibly the ugliest, gaudiest piece of jewelry you've seen.
Gotcha.
Lovely, huh?
Sure, that's a word.
Yeah, it's the kind of ring if you gave a girl, she would know that you were 7.
Hey, what a coincidence! I have a card named 7. All right.
Don't worry, it'll get lost long before it becomes useful.
Right. I take the ring and go to the librarian.
All right.
No, I don't let it go. No.
The librarian looks up at you guys and goes, "Shh."
Happy Friday.
She just nods curtly at you. She seems to be carefully going through some cards in a big drawer thing.
Those drawers would make excellent clothes. Do you know how heavy those
Oh,
are?
yeah, geez. If you can get them out,
Excuse me. All right.
She looks up at you.
Do you have any books about jewelry?
She looks very angry and says, "Don't you know your Dewey Decimal System?"
All right. I just go look. I think I know my Dewey Decimal System.
All right. Can you tell me what any of the numbers from the real life Dewey Decimal System actually mean? Can you tell me what the Dewey Decimal System is in general?
A sorting system with books. Usually, I don't know anything about it, to be honest.
Super. Okay. Anyway.
Start with the flowers.
She shushes him again. He's whispering in your ear like some sort of evil Satan guy. Shows him all dressed in red on one shoulder. Start with the flowers. And one in white's going, just kill him. And then they look at each other and go, we gotta switch.
So there's no flash of recognition from the librarian and
None.
the doctor.
All right. I hand her the flowers and say, I was never taught the Dewey Decimal System.
She gives you a supporter of +5 by telling you where to go find the books on jewelry.
All right. with a masterful research.
Yay! You're heading
I've been,
over
like,
to the area on the books. None of the books have titles on them. This may be a bit harder than you thought. Also, they don't have any numbers of the Dewey Decimal System on them either. This is going to be super fucking hard, you're thinking. You're thinking that perhaps the other two have set you up for failure here and are going to make fun of you when you come out without the book.
I open like a few books looking for like some
All
sort
the
of like
pages
pop-up.
are blank. They have definitely set you up. Every fucking page, cover, etc. is completely blank. One of the walls sounds like it's hollow. Oh, wait, it's a door. That would explain it. Shows him back off and go, oh, no. And you just see Hunter looking at you going,
Like go through it very stealthily.
okay, give me a sneak roll to get by the librarian as you're going into what appears to be the back room of the library. Who knows what horrors await you?
The librarian. Pum, 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 pum.
All right, yeah, she's busy watching the guy who gave her the flowers with an odd expression on her face, as well as the other guy who keeps whispering into his ear about, various things.
The leader shouldn't have to look for the books.
Yeah, well, you've got a book. It looks like every other book. All the books are exactly the same size, as a matter of fact.
I just grab a random book and, this will work.
Sure.
All right.
I try to ask the librarian in a very soft voice.
You can just say, I say it in a soft voice, because if you whisper on a recording, people go, what the fuck is he saying?
I'm just making sure I've got your attention.
Oh, yeah, that worked.
No, I whisper, is there a historical society in town? Or...
No.
No?
No.
Do you have any maps?
Oh, gee, gives you the section with the map drawers.
Excellent. I was going to ask about those. Yeah. The big flat table.
Yep.
I start working at those, looking at all the blank paper.
Yep. If it was brown, then it could be used in the store, but it isn't. It's white. So white. Just like the town.
I take one of those, and just for kicks, I don't leave the library with it. I'm very gentle and careful and dainty. And I hold it up to the window, to the light, just to see if there's any watermarks, any actual.
That's fucking brilliant.
flaw.
Yeah, take a card. That is brilliant. No, there's absolutely nothing to it.
I look sad.
Yes, you feel disappointed. But the good news is you see Vince approaching the librarian with a book. She stamps it like with a stamp that leaves no mark and gives you the book and says 2 weeks.
All right, so all of our laptops and Gurry credit cards go up in smoke. I crumple up the map and throw it away. It's the closest thing to a computer we got. Useless.
I was going to say, you don't have Gurry shit, do you?
No, we have nothing.
Perfect.
As I said, this piece of paper that was supposed to be a map is the closest thing to a computer we have.
Yeah. She comes over and chastises you about crumpling up the map, and then she tells you you're banned from the library forever.
I leave. Happy Friday.
So, Logan, was there actually a back room behind
There is. You're wandering around it, and it's like interesting shapes and shelves, and it's all empty. Completely empty, completely clean, nothing at all here. You can find like a little back door. It looks like it could be a really interesting place if there was anything here, but there isn't.
You said there is a back door,
Yes.
and it just opens to the outside.
Yep. It's almost like somebody said, I want to make it look like a library, but yeah, we're not going any further than we have to. Which is odd.
So, like, it's meant to be just, it looks like it's just a storeroom that was never used.
Yeah, all the weird little nooks and crannies that you get in those old buildings and shit like that, but no, nothing ever in there. I mean, there may be like some miscellaneous furniture like tables and chairs you can fucking take off with if you wanted to, but nothing that really draws your eye.
Okay.
Give me an evidence analysis roll. This must mean something.
I pick up a chair and look at it very closely.
Well, it looks like one of those straight back wooden chairs, which if you were to cut off all the legs and whittle them down, you could be ready for vampire season.
Okay, I walk back out into the main library and shrug.
The librarian sees if she notices you. She is busy staring at the door to make sure the guy she banned doesn't sneak back in.
I use my foot, kind of stomp on the floor.
He looks over and goes,
I look around. I'll open up one of the file cabinet drawers. Are all the cards blank, or are there no cards?
Oh yeah, they're all blank. Yeah, they're just cards. All the cards. Heavy drawer. Probably. Oh God, you just had a thought. What if the doctor gets hold of one of these and bashes the librarian over the head with it?
Oh no. The desk that the librarian was sitting at. Is there any drawers?
Oh yeah.
Just like a table.
No, there's drawers and stuff like that, and she's got a bunch of blank papers and stuff on it, and she's very carefully going through the cards and stuff in one of those big long drawers like what you're looking at, and you kind of glance and they're all blank, and this is creeping you out just a little bit.
Excuse me, dear. I say, I lean forward to go to pull open a drawer.
She looks at you. Give me a prestidigitation to pull off sneaky. Oh, I'm dying.
He froze. He's gone.
Ah!
Oh no!
Did I manage to kill Ralph? Oh, I did.
Now he's back. Okay, I heard, give me a prestidigitation, and then you froze up, so I made by half.
Wow, she totally didn't notice. There's nothing in the drawers.
Okay.
This is just weird and creepy. It's creepily weird.
Happy Friday, I say as I walk out.
When she has like her back turned and talking to Gus, I want to try to look at the bottom of the stamp.
The bottom of the stamp?
Yeah, you know how the
stamps like take a card. That's clever. Yeah, it's just flat and there's no ink on it. Though she has an ink pad, but the ink pad itself does not seem to have any ink, possibly to keep the books from getting all messy.
All right. When
you're thinking that there's strange things afoot at the Circle K.
When it's convenient, can you go back to the other page?
Can do. Okay. You guys gather up outside the library, the so-called library.
Oh, God.
He begins praying. You're thinking this is not going to help anything.
All right, no. I don't know. I just got this card with like this big red play immediately.
Okay.
All right. It's only with combat.
What's it say?
Berserker Rage. If you are in combat and if you have any points and
I'm calling that the Freddy card. I want him to get it and kill somebody else who's a noble or something. That'll make me very happy.
Alright. I don't. I for some reason always get scared when I see a play immediately. something bad is going to happen.
I like that we're encouraging feelings of fear in you. That makes me happy.
Hey Gus, let's check out. I wouldn't mind going to the.
Oh, by the way, give me a memory roll there, Doc.
I think I actually remember what the Dewey Decimal System is, but I'm not 100%
Still
memory.
working on that.
You're just fooling yourself, sir. You've never been in a library.
No.
Okay. You remember that you have forgotten to do part of the mission that the commander asked you to do. But which part? There was something that you were supposed to do. Something that you were supposed to do. And you've forgotten it. It's been forgotten. It has left your brain. It is no longer there. Or is it?
And that's why I'm the captain.
Oh. Okay.
Now, isn't the Dewey Decimal System with like categories and the number corresponds with the category?
Yeah, generally speaking.
Yay!
Well done. When I was a kid, all I needed to know is the 900s. That's it.
Gus, do we want to stop at the town hall real fast? Because remember we talked about like marking that wall, peeling a little paint, bending the trim in that weak spot. That and I want to go talk to the judge, mayor, lawyer guy.
Give me a feel roll, Vince, as you're sitting there, your hands in your pocket, rocking back and forth, heel toe, trying to figure out stuff. No,
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. You just sit there and Ralph, give me a memory roll to see if you remember the mission you gave him.
My ring?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I remember. I know.
He's looking blankly at you, which is the complete, like, he looks as blank as the lady who sold him the flowers.
He is one of them. We've lost one. Man down, man down.
This is how
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Oh, God. It's horrifying, you're thinking. It's like...
We need to call in reinforcements.
Happy Friday. Take my hat. No.
Some guy wanders by. Happy Friday. A lot of hat tipping going on.
I relay what I found out. Back room's empty, nothing in the desk, that stuff. If we want to go over to town hall, we can check some stuff and get a pencil.
Yep. And while we're going, Logan, I would like to take a look and see, is there any sewers, storm drains, manhole covers?
Not a one. Nay.
All right, so there we go with that whole utility thing still. All right, give me my ring back before you don't drop it down the manhole cover that's not here that I had to make sure of. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. He gives it back to you with a blank look on his face, like, do I have your ring? That kind of look.
No, because he wouldn't let me take it.
Well, you did end up with it, so give it back.
Well, since it might be an artifact, do you think it's worth asking someone about it? Chances are they will not know.
There's a librarian just in there you could ask, but... Norse, son of the great Norse.
So she had nothing good to say?
Next time you got to open it with the flowers, dude. Just drop the flowers. Just throw it. Give me the flowers.
Oh, he gave it to her. They're on her desk now.
Oh, he did give it to her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I missed my bone saw.
Okay, so we walk into town hall. I say hi to Betsy and
hi, Betsy.
Grab the pencil off the counter and draw a little picture on the notepad. How are you doing today, Betsy? Happy Friday.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Ooh, look at that.
All right.
You've stolen the only pencil in town, as far as you know.
I begin to cause a distraction, giving Gus opportunity to slip away. My, you're looking beautiful today, Betsy.
Ooh, you.
Is
I
the
like lower behind the counter.
Give me a stealth roll at full. That's fucking. She doesn't notice you just getting shorter and shorter and then disappearing.
he's a Filipino ninja.
Yeah, apparently so. You're right. He's chit chatting with her. Give me a fast talk roll to keep up your non sequitur babble. You're at a bonus because she seems to enjoy talking about how pretty she looks.
Ah,
Oh yeah. Just take a check in that shit. Meanwhile, you go into the little courtroom that's in here, and it's like just to be clear, it's like this is where the judge sits up here, and then this is where all the people sit, and then there's like the witness box over here, and the weak walls over here. Okay, so yeah, you go check it out. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll go to the area with the weak wall. I'm kind of inspecting it, looking for any kind of loose seam. If there's wallpaper, see if we can kind of pull the wallpaper. Or is it painted?
It looks like it's just made from what's that really thin board called? That's like a pressed laminated wood, but the really thin shit. Laminate. Okay, yeah. It
Like
looks like
plywood or something.
Yeah, it's just made of that, and it's wood colored. It's made. It's got whatever that shit is that makes it look more expensive than it is and stained darker. But other than that, you could pretty much just put your fist through it if you felt like it. You're thinking.
Also, it looks like a high quality, like a wood paneling kind of thing.
Yeah, like all the other walls.
But this here, I could tell it's just weaker and like
Yes.
artificial almost. So like I'm kind of picturing in my head like this automatic door that might open or something like that. So I'm kind of looking around for anything that might open it or.
It's a bit bigger than door size, maybe double door size.
Okay. Let's see.
And as you already know, it goes straight to the exterior side of the town hall.
Right. Okay. I will ponder that for a second.
It's just weird.
I'll take my pencil and like down in the lower right corner of the weakened section, I'll kind of just make an X with the pencil.
My God, you begin defacing the courthouse. Does your perversion know no bounds?
Get out of here, you hooligans!
Yeah, fortunately, he's got everybody else distracted and stuff, and it seems that the doc has lost part of his brain because, he's just standing there looking like...
That's the bone saw look. All right,
Yeah.
I know what he's reminiscing.
I miss
God,
my
that's
bones.
alarming.
Kind of
Is
looks down
the-
at my feet.
Betsy, is the judge in?
Oh, yes. She goes over. He's sitting at his desk, and he looks up. Yes. She says, visitors for you, Judge. He goes, oh. He gets up, comes out, and he's like, Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, sir, Your Honor.
Happy Friday.
He seems pleased.
Question for you.
Oh.
What is the number one law that you feel citizens should respect in your town?
Well, we like to keep things upbeat here. Well, that and no murdering each other, I suppose, would probably.
So
be
no
it.
murder? Any
Well,
other
we like
laws
to
we
keep
should-
it pleasant.
Pleasant.
Yes.
Okay.
Murder is
and upbeat.
definitely not pleasant.
Yeah, no murder. No, none of that.
Right. So we like to
That's
keep it
bad.
pleasant.
So being the mayor and the judge, how do you feel about the bed and breakfast? Is that a good establishment?
Fine, upstanding people.
I'm sorry, what were the names of the owners again?
That would be Eugene and Doris Cook.
And who's that soda jerk at the A&W?
The A&W. He knows off the top of his head. Logan has to look because Logan's less cool than this guy. And his name is Jimmy.
Jimmy. All right, I'm only going to pump them for one more, Logan, so you don't have to panic. I'm going to go through every building in the town. And what about that? Apex Industries. What do you know about that place?
It's a business place. They do business there.
Do you know the name of the businessman at that place?
Oh, there are many businessmen at that place. He looks a bit like... He gets the same look on his face that the doc has now. Yeah. He gets the bone saw look on his face.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, he says. That's another possible title, the bone saw look.
All right. I tell him he could go back to his office now. Thank you.
Yeah, he goes back to his office.
Ooh, it worked.
He goes, all right.
He knows who's in charge, exactly.
Does he have I kind of like peek in before the door closed. Does he have a phone in his office?
Nope. You notice Betsy seems to be looking around like she lost something. She gets up and like looking on the floor and shit.
Boy, I'd really like to sign up for that pie eating contest.
Oh, gosh, I can't find my pencil anywhere, she says.
I'll wait.
She continues looking, you cruel bastard. Oh my God. Yeah, you sit there and wait. Watch.
Did you leave it at home? Does she start to become like flushed or embarrassed, like she can't find it, or is she just kind of robotically looking for it?
Not only is she robotically looking for it, but after, give me an evidence analysis roll as you sit there and watch her look. And
nice.
She repeats the same search pattern over and over and over, and give me a small sanity roll versus paradigm distortion, because normal people don't look like that.
The doc does.
Well, true. It's a very minor sand roll.
But the real question is, am I normal?
No.
I'm critically insane. Excellent.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're...
Okay, it's zero. It's zero because you're beginning to suspect that they're all androids or some weird shit.
This is where all the sex spots go. Excellent.
Now, is there any other rooms than the one that leads to the courtroom and the office?
Courtroom, office. There's a room for storing coats. There's not a lot here.
No pencil storage. All right.
No,
and is in the courtroom, is there a gavel up where the judge sits?
Oh yes, you played with it before, I believe. You could use the gavel to knock the shit out of that wall if you wanted to.
If I wanted to, I'll take the gavel with me though.
It's your gavel now.
I still can't remember what that block is called.
Oh, that they hit the gavel on?
Yeah.
There's one of those too. Yeah, a little block for the gavel. You want the block too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I wrote block thing. There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Believe it or not, they've got professional auctioneers that carry around gavels with them, and they get taken away if they try to use it on their carry-on luggage on the plane because it's now a weapon. I mean, they've got accreditation that they are actual auctioneers at like famous places and shit, and they're like, no, fuck you, it's our gavel now. So. Yeah.
It's just an excuse to take the gavel.
Yes, and I know that the TSA, they like to spray all those extra liquids on themselves and have weird sex orgies in the back. That's why they take them away from you.
It's all true.
Yep. Jay's thinking someday my kids will get to hear about this kind of thing when they're playing this game. Could be the same game, we just don't know. All right.
Yeah, we wait for Gus to finish up.
Everything checks out here, people. Happy Friday, Betsy.
Oh, happy Friday. Have you seen my pencil? She says, researching the same area for the 8th time.
I walk out front.
She has a piece of paper, correct?
For the yes, it says pie eat, or it doesn't say anything. It's just a piece of paper. Yes, blank.
May I have this? I ask her so I can sign up for the apple pie eating contest tomorrow.
Certainly.
All right, let's head out.
You managed to steal everything that's not nailed down. Now, if you took her chair away, what would happen to this poor lady trying to fucking find a place to sit? Yeah.
Spends the rest of the day looking for her chair in the same spot. Is it here? Where did I put it here?
Now,
Please come and eventually carry her off.
we talked about this. Now, do we want to use this to make the sign-up sheet?
Oh, you want to make one? Why not?
Now, what happens if we get everyone's signature, but they don't remember signing it?
Well,
Now they're all entitled to eat apple pie.
that pie eating contest, it was going to be at the fairgrounds in the south.
On Saturday.
So they might be setting up right now.
Yeah, I thought about that. Do we want to do that, or do we want to hit the post office? What do you think?
I don't think we've gone to the post office yet, and it is right there.
Yeah. Or the TV, reliable TV, or the moo cow.
Mukau.
All right. What's that? You're speaking.
Yeah, Mukau. We haven't
Filipino
gone
again?
to. I am saying what you're saying.
Oh.
There's the barber shop. We have not gone there. There is the
Barber shop.
Mukau. There's the.
I love his
there's
accent.
the office building for the peoples in the post office. Oh,
And
there's
the
the
business
school.
building.
There's the business building. I think that's everything on Main Street.
I can't wait to fucking meet Jay's father-in-law someday, and I'll just turn to Jay and go, he sounds just like your character, and that will create a discussion.
Sound just like him. They're truly related.
On the fire station, we've interacted with the firemen, but we have not gone in.
I thought you
They
did.
have an axe. They have an axe on the truck, and the Dalmatian. They have the spotty beast.
Spotty Beast. Oh, that's right. You serve that over rice, don't you?
Take charge for torturing him about his lack of rice.
It's on his stick, and you cook it over fire. You eat it with rice.
I kind of want some
We call
rice.
it grilled aso. Masarap.
Right. How about you, Doc? We
Cookie
avoid
real hot.
building. Where do you want to go, Doc? Why don't you pick something here?
Well, places of interest would be the fairgrounds, Apex, and the post office, in my opinion.
Pick one. We're closest to the post office.
Post office it is.
You guys head over to the post office. As soon as you walk in, the guy behind the counter goes, your package hasn't arrived yet. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
He goes back to bustling, which is tricky because he has nothing to bustle with. So he ends up just making weird motions above his empty table thing.
Was there a mailbox here?
Oh, there's several slots that mail can go into, but they're labeled in that weird, like, not a language type, just weird cryptog, whatever the fuck it's, you know.
Same in the police station? Okay.
Mhm.
Can I look in the slot?
Sure, it goes into darkness,
Ooh, hello, my old friend.
or the back, or the guard, or into the back room. It's hard to tell.
Is there a door to the back room?
Yes, but you'd have to go past the counter where the guy is.
I look at the guy, I just stare at him and say, Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Excellent. He seems to be distracting the guy. Right. He goes, oh, you can't be back here, sir.
Happy Friday.
Oh, okay.
Happy Friday.
What's about Ian? Don't keep an eye on that guy.
My hand is stuck. My hand is stuck.
Oh,
My
my.
hand.
He hurries out. Give me a stealth roll plus 20, Jay, between the Happy Friday and his hands stuck. Everybody take a card. You guys are fucking operating it. Right. You go in the back room, and it reminds you a lot of the library. There's like with the exception, they do have like the big kind of canvas things that you can wheel mail around in here.
Right. Say the last one again. Like the canvas cart.
Yeah, you know they're like the big cart. Like if people are always using like wheel laundry around in and hide inside and like dirty laundry and shit in those movies and stuff. They have those in the back, but there's nothing in them. Meanwhile, Ralph, give me a strength roll to keep your fucking hand in that slot while he's trying to help you pull that hand out of the slot.
In there, but not too in there. All right, strength. You said. All right.
Yeah, you're mainly resisting the guy trying to fucking help you pull out your hand.
He's powerful.
Yes, he is. He is strong like bull. There you go. Happy Friday, he says.
Happy Friday.
Be careful. Don't put your hand. Oh, he looks at you and goes, oh, no.
Not again.
Give me a strength roll, Vince.
I'm knocking on the wall.
You hear loud knocking, and the guy goes, oh, my God. Is your fingers coming off? I hear some weird noises.
I think they are.
Quick, we need a bone saw.
He pulls your fucking hand out. He looks, he goes, oh, that noise is still going on. He starts tapping the wall. Now, Jay, give me a new listen roll because you're tapping the wall and you're hearing other tapping elsewhere and it's fucking with you. And you're like, who else is tapping on the wall?
Yeah, I got a critical.
Okay, yeah, you're looking suspicious. And then you go over to the slot and you see these three out there and the guy's tapping on the wall and you're like,
I thought I was onto something.
You hear from the slot, the guy goes, oh! And he looks in, he sticks his hand in, he goes, oh no!
Your package is not here yet.
Oh.
What's his name? Does he have a name tag?
He does not wear a name tag.
I shall call you postmaster.
He says, I'm Mr. Berkeley.
What's your address?
He looks confused. He says, I live on Elm Street.
Do you live next to the judge?
Yes.
He lives on Elm Street.
Oh, yes, we live on the same street.
Elm Street. What is that street before Elm Street?
Main Street?
Main
Street
and then
connects into, Main Street goes like this, Elm Street goes like this.
Ah, okay.
Do you happen to have a lost and found here?
No.
Just had to catch him off guard with something. Go ahead. All right, I wander out.
Happy Friday.
I'll wander off too if there's nothing else of interest in the back.
What's Bonesaw doing?
I guess I will also walk out.
That'd be a good nickname for his character, Bonesaw.
I think it already is. Big stuck.
Oh, that's a place of interest. We got to go get my bone saw.
I'll just shorten it up to BS.
That's
harsh.